Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I don't know about you, but I've been following two ladies recently, Megan and Regan Lynch, two twins who have come up with this amazing opportunity where you can invest $25. You will receive, theoretically, you have to get something for your money, a marketing kit, and you can become a professional scammer. And you can promote their products that are all digital products that don't do anything. They're not even launched yet. They've just got names. Anyway, if you do, you will get locked into a matrix. And this matrix is claiming that you're going to make $442,860 a month. Yes, a month. You just need to make sure you're at the top of the pyramid. So far, they claim that they have over 65,000 people signed up and as members. But the reality of that is the database seems to be stolen from some school that Tony Marker, I've forgotten her last name, but Tony with an I, has actually stolen. And a lot of this claim that they have 65 members is bullshit. It's just a mailing list because we stopped their payment gateways. Now, they were using TigerPay. TigerPay is a real-world credit card processing facility. We contacted them, and they were horrified that Megan and Regan had broken their terms and conditions and were taking $25 off people for a nothing product. They would signed a contract saying that they would not use the credit card facilities to do anything with multi-level marketing. We showed them that they were multi-level, they lost their payment gateway. They also had another one called Now Payments, which was enabling them to take crypto and transfer it into bank accounts. We also stopped that payment gateway. Now, this morning, I stumbled across a meeting with a guy called Graham Frame. Graham Frame is one of the top people who's been promoting this scam. Now, if you log into VYB, and let's not go down the track explaining who VYB is, but there seems like another company called VYB who uses exactly the same logo. And it doesn't seem to be connected with what the girls are doing. And we have heard that since 2018, Megan and Regan have been trying to get this vibe thing off the ground, and this is their failed attempt. Now, this scheme, they claim at the moment they have 69,000 members, but they're not. They're just people in a database. It's not membership. Now, it's like going to the gym and they say, look, would you like a demo? You go in there, use the gym. And as you're going out of the gym, the lady goes to you, would you like to sign up as a member and pay $25? And people are saying, oh, no, I'm all good. Do you mind being on a mailing list? And out of politeness, people go, yes. So what Megan and Regan have done, they're claiming that the people that are on their mailing list are now members. So that's bullshit. They're using those numbers just to create hype and to create interest. But if you look at this, we worked out before their payment gateways were jammed by the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and the Avengers, that Graham Frame had actually signed up 133 people. Now, that means 133 people times 10, he should be owed $330 commissions for referring people. And if you look down this list, which I'm going to do now because I want to keep a track of the latest, this list has not been updated since Noah's Ark. Ellis Maysbury, 22 people have signed up under him. So these are the top scammers. So this is great. You just log in here and you can actually have a look at all the people that have been promoting this scam. They don't have any products. You can buy yourself a t-shirt if you want. Now this, if you go to the bottom of this website, it's Vistaprint. Whoops, other side. So Vistaprint is a service where you can pretend that you can just shove your logo on things and build a website. And this is how they're trying to create money at the moment to keep the scam going as long as you can. So I could refer this company if I want to and get a commission if they could get money paid into the system. So the whole lot is a crock. And it's just stupid. So let's go, I'll just go to the front of the website so you can see what it looks like when you're not logged into the back office, as they like to call it, these scammers. And you'll see that they have got these, what they call products. And they're claiming that they're going to educate you on how to promote and run your business. And they're going to do basically a whole lot of mentoring. That's the only thing that these people claim they have for the memberships. So you might think, what is the membership? So these memberships are ridiculously priced. I don't even know if we can find the prices. Let's see if it's down here. Oh, here they are. So you can start with your $25 one purchase, which Graham Frame has done. And this is monthly. One-time purchase basically gets you locked into the pyramid, and they will figure out where you go in the pyramid. Elevate membership, $39, $159, and $259 a month if you really believe. And they're all coming soon because they've got no payment gateways. So basically put, this scam is done. So what I found out today was I found this guy, Graham. I think I've got him. And I found him in his own meeting. He's also using r-link.com. And I caused some major disruption in there. And I'm hoping that when I press play that you'll be able to hear it. This is quite embarrassing for Graham. And at the end of it, I got on here and I told him that I were broadcasting the meeting live, and he cut it off. He ran away into the distance because he didn't want it broadcasted live. In this meeting, I don't even know what he's talking about, but he's telling people that he's been promoting another Ponzi scheme or a scam, and it's fallen over. And he's coming up with the hardship stories, and I'm not going to have a bar of it. So I went pretty head to head with him, and I've had a lot of fun. I was in the chat room and calling major awkwardness for him. I was calling him every name under the sun, but he's been the biggest promoter of VYB. He's also, we've got documents on him. We've got a whole history of stuff about him. He is a serial Ponzi scheme scammer sitting here in a wife beater singlet, trying to make out he's a victim and not a scammer. And as I said, I'm not having a bar of it. So enjoy the show. It's 20 minutes long, but it's one of my funniest ones yet. And I haven't actually watched it back, but I'll tell you what I was doing. I was recording it on my screen in the office, and I was in a different part of the house ringing up on my phone, yelling at him. So here we go.
That had our live side on, and one that had the backup. And
I'm Sally Taylor, by the way.
Whether it's right or wrong, whether it's something that should have been done better, it really doesn't make any difference at this point. We have to live with what we've got, and we will get it as close as we can. And there is maybe an outside chance that we will get the backup anyway, if they can.
But Graham, you've got a habit.
If we can get those.
This is just a lame excuse. You've been promoting Ponzi schemes and scams for many years, and now you're sitting here with a hard luck story, telling us another failed Ponzi scheme. You're just a scammer. Helen was making coffee.
Well, if that's what you think,
no, this is what I think.
And
I'm correct in my thinking. Don't start gaslighting me or kick me out of here. You do this for a living. How much commission have you made from this scam? Tell us. Be transparent.
I'll tell you how much commission I've made in the 5 years we've been here. Zero.
Everything that
I have made has gone into We Share Abundance. I started We Share Abundance with owning 2 houses and 2 cars.
Be respectful for people who trusted you. You're just going to gaslight me because that's all you know what to do. Be respectful for people who you've given investment advice for. VYB, why are you promoting that shit? He's going to kick me out, you see.
Why am I trying to kick me out? What?
Freddie, if you haven't anything positive to say, why don't you go
how can you say something positive about this shit he's got everyone into?
Freddie, you're just a nuisance at the moment.
Oh, look, I'm a nuisance because you can't answer my questions. What type of individual are you? You do this for a living. All you do is promote crap. People lose money. And you keep doing it,
wrong,
and now you can sit here with a hard luck story,
and I'm
telling
sorry,
us that some idiot, once again, has had their servers. Here we go. Now he thinks he's got rid of me.
Okay. Freddie and everybody else are welcome to their opinion. But it's not to be shared here. They can come to me and they can tell me whatever they think, and I'll answer any questions that I can. But when somebody just comes and accuses it of all being a scam and me making a living out of this and ruining everybody else, then it's not the right place for it. If that's their opinion, that's fine. They're entitled to it. but this isn't the place for it, and so I've had to remove him from this
Here we go.
conversation today. I'm
Do you
trying
think
to
he
bring
removed
people
me?
up to date with where we are and what we're doing, and that was just counterproductive. So I apologise, Freddie, but you had to go. Okay. Let me get back to the chat and we'll see if there are any questions in there that I can answer for you.
Here we go. Did Danny go? Did he get rid of Danny?
I can't believe you do this for a living.
Here we go.
You're a disgusting individual. And all you can do is cut me off and you can't answer my questions. Are you going to kick me out again? You do this, Graham. You sit here and you're like a praying mantis. You're a victim hunter. You go after people and you steal their money. And then you sit here like an old guy in a singlet telling us, boo-hoo, I'm in the same boat as you. This is what you do for a living. This is just a hardship story. What are you doing this for? How can you sleep at night scamming people? Graham,
Have you finished?
well, no, I haven't actually. Have you finished? Are you going to stop scamming people for a living? I noticed that you're on the leadership board for VYB, another Ponzi scheme, claiming that if you pay them $25, that you'll be able to make $440.
Oh dear.
Here we go. I love to hear the story. I didn't get to hear how he reacted to this.
Okay, let's get back to the chat and see if we can answer any questions from people that are wanting some information instead of just want to be a nuisance.
Nuisance, all right.
What type of information are you going to give them?
Here we go.
Let me get to the chat.
Go, Danny. I didn't realise this, but in the chat room, we've got Megan. Go, Danny.
We got Sam from
Graham stole
Nigeria
my money.
saying,
That's Bob, obviously.
thank God you're already on the issue. I was surprised with the way the site was behaving today and distortion on many records as I witnessed today. You wouldn't have been able to get into the site today. The site wasn't available to anybody until late on, and then only the one page that we've got, and that isn't leading anywhere at the moment, but I put that up mainly to get the menu items up so that you could have a link to the support desk. But yeah, we'll get it sorted as soon as we possibly can. Carl Lucas, I was able to log into my account around 4:20. ShareHope wallet balance looked correct, and so did. The only issue was deleting messages.
Are you really going to sit here and pretend you can fix this disaster, Graham? And you're going to sit here like you're one of the people that have lost.
We got Carl in, managed to log in. Yeah. I told them to shut it down because the more people that log in, the more confused it's going to get. We're still working on it and bringing things up to date. But I'm glad that a lot of the information that you had looked correct.
So I don't even know what he's doing, but it's
Graham, get a real job. Go and retire. Stop scamming people for a living. You're all over behind MLM. There's a reason for that. Give it up, mate. You know who you are. I know who you are. You've referred 133 people into VYB.
Right, who else have we got? We got Carl. So are our funds in ShareHope wallet saved? Yeah, there won't be, nobody's going to lose any money from this.
It's Holden McGrory here. How you doing? Are you a Satan worshipper, Graham?
For God, I'm shocking.
Let me.
Gets worse, don't worry.
Mute everybody. Hopefully that will prevent any more. If he wants to come in now, he can come in without shooting his mouth.
Craving more head.
Oh.
Yeah, craving more head here. Are you trying to run a meeting here, Graham? That's all you can do is kick me out because you can't answer my questions. You're a coward. You are an old.
Right. Let's get back to the chat.
I think I definitely
we?
shaked
We've
him.
got-
He's rattled, put it that way. Which is good. That's what we want. We want these guys. We want to cause disruption. Hey, wait until I start. Norman first. Now, see in the chat room here, I'm bombarding the chat room because I can't talk anymore. And I'm basically telling everyone he's a scammer.
Okay, we've got Craven has put his information in writing.
Craving more head.
You can read it, and
Liar,
if you
liar.
agree that you're being scammed, okay.
Well, you are being
you can-
scammed. You've just got a whole history of it. You've done it all your life, Graham. You haven't even had a real job. You're just a scammer.
Just disruptive, unfortunately.
Here we go. See what he says next. Next thing, I go after people in the room.
Has anybody been able to log in today? Yeah, people have, but we stopped it because it will.
So I'm going to put this all into a blog as well, but I'm just doing a bit of research on the moment with ChatGPT, and it tells me that he's been involved with OneCoin, Dagcoin, Cash FX Group, GS Partners, Amiga Pro, and Novatech FX. That's just the starting. He's a notorious serial promoter, a Ponzi scheme of Ponzi schemes and scams. And here he is. It's just amazing that these guys just do this for a living, and no one stops them. That's what's more amazing. So it's incredible, really.
Disrupt it while we're trying to put everything back where it should be.
Again and again and again. Articles about him. I would like you to build your knowledge base before we write a blog about him. Here's some information. Sorry.
Norman.
Here we go. We'll just go back a bit. Sorry about that.
Disrupt it while we're trying to put everything back where it should be.
Norman.
Here we
Why
go.
are you associating with this?
Oh, now Norman will be freaking out, going, "Oh my God, what's happened there?" Sorry, Norman. He'll go, "Sorry, Norman."
I've answered the questions that I can that are here, and we will be working on it tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, same time. Hopefully, we'll be able to give you more information without so many interruptions from people who just won't allow us to spend time in constructive ways. So that's it for today. There's no
now they start chatting to him in the chat room, asking him to
no
hang in
way
there.
that anything that
It's freaking hilarious.
is going to hinder anybody. You will have everything back that you had before. The New York Times calls him the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
Hey, Crypto G.
The heck. Okay. Well, he's an idiot. I'm sorry, but he is.
Okay.
We're better off without him, and we don't want him in here. If he wants to benefit from what we have in the future, that's fine. We'll welcome anybody with open arms. But
he's actually quite a successful scam buster, and you should be flattered that he's locked onto you.
I don't want to take up your time doing things that you should be flattered he's locked onto you. He's just been a nuisance in our meeting, that's all, Sally.
He's talking to Danny.
He's wrong, and we will prove that he is wrong in time.
But in the meantime, am I correct that everyone has lost their money and the system that you claim was fantastic has fallen over?
Okay, but we'll get it all working as quickly as we can. But in the meantime, am I correct that everyone has lost their money in the system that you claim was fantastic has fallen over?
My question again?
What system that I claimed that's fantastic that's fallen over? Nobody has lost anything from We Share Abundance. It will be all back up and running as it was before in the very
Hello,
near
Mr. Graham.
This is Graham Frame.
Yeah, Toby from Nigeria. So I just want to pop in a little question.
Okay,
I'm not.
Toby.
I'm not to offend anyone that is hearing this live call. I've been with We Share Abundance at least for 4.5 years now. I know that, and there are some programs I've done so far that I've joined so far that We Share Abundance is doing well. But what I just want to bring out is about this login detail stuff. We are not able to log in, maybe precisely today, or that remain like a day for us to log in. Will our with our login time not count, or will it be affected if we are not able to log in? As you say now, you say that in the next 1, 2, or 3 days before we can log into the account.
Chaos.
To our account, and it will affect our login time. Will it affect it? That's the question I want to ask. That during the month end that you guys want to do the calculation, will it not affect our message not being checked and co? These are the questions I want to ask. Thank you.
Okay, I only caught one question there, Toby, so I'm sorry but let me answer the one first of all. Nobody can log in because we're still rebuilding things. Now,
maybe a second.
Regarding your pools, you don't lose time if you don't log in. You don't lose a day. So if you've got a pool that has 30 days on it and you don't log in, it still has 30 days on it until you've logged in 30 days. Now, it doesn't have to be, if you log in on the 1st and the 3rd and the 5th, because it's 5 days, you don't lose 5 days. You've only lost 3 days. You would still have 27 days of your login for your pool rewards to remain. We can't do anything about the fact that we've not been able to allow you to log in.
Right.
So you will not get a login reward for these days. Because we don't know who would have logged in and who wouldn't. So we can't just give a login reward, but your pools will not be diminished. You'll
So
still
anyway, in a
have
minute,
whatever you had on your pools.
I don't actually
Regarding
know,
active
Susie.
status,
I just caught
we
him on a
will
meeting
be
telling
looking at
everyone.
some way that we can make sure that anybody that had the opportunity to be active will be active. So if it's the fact that maybe you were inactive but you'd only logged in 14 days or something this month, and you only had a couple of days to log in before you would be active again, we're going to make sure that anybody in that sort of situation will be active. So that is all I can tell you on the login situation. I don't know. I don't know what else you what your other question was, but I hopefully have answered one of them. I don't know what other question you may have. If you've got another question, by all means, shout it up again, and I'll do my best to answer it for you.
And this is where we tell them it's been broadcasted live.
We've got a couple of things in the chat while we're looking at that.
Is Danny DeHeck correct when he says that you've been promoting?
Now the seed will be separated from the weed from Bozina. Okay. Please carry on, Mr. Graham. It's okay now. From Ramachandra. Thank you, Ramachandra.
I think it's all about.
If anyone feels they're not benefiting or will benefit anything from WESA, let them leave. Yeah, that's not really the point, though, Orin. We don't want people to leave because they will benefit. Okay, we've got people in here that have not drawn anything in 5 years' time. And I understand that, and I understand that they'll be a little bit upset about it. In fact, a lot upset about it. But we can only do what we can do. And the more we can proceed and continue, the better off we'll be. And
this is just a load of rubbish. You do this full time, Graham.
Okay.
And the fact that you've been promoting Megan Lynch and Regan Lynch is.
I won't be long.
And we've got Danny DeHeck back in again, so he can go out again. He's obviously picked me up from the Vibe site because I've referred a lot of people there, and he's been attacking Vibe, and there's nothing wrong with Vibe either.
My God, really?
So
why don't you answer the questions instead of running like a baby and hiding?
So that is it. We've got Werner. We Share Abundance is the best program out there. Stop being negative about it. Thanks. Thank you, Werner.
Article.
Do what we can.
I'm broadcasting this live on the internet. I've taken everyone's names and I'm going to report you.
Here we go.
You can report who you want, Danny. God bless you all. I'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully Danny won't be. God bless.
We probably won't be either. Right. So I'm going to, that's the end of that there. But I thought that it would be worth exposing Graham. He's been doing this for such a long time. And if we go to my, this here, we're actually writing a blog about him at the moment with the aid of ChatGPT. So I will embed this video. But you can actually see his whole history as a scammer. And I will put this into a proper blog. But he's been going since 2006. And we've also got quite a few articles. We Share Abundance. So it's going to make quite an interesting blog. So if you want to come back and read it, he's got a pattern of deception, I should say. But there's articles on Behind MLM about him. We've also, if we log into Vibe and we go to, how do we log in there? If we go to their leadership board, you can actually see he's referred and be paid, theoretically, 133 people into Vibe. So that's a lot of people who have signed up and paid money. Now, it doesn't mean there isn't more than that. But 133 people have listened to him, and he says there's nothing wrong with Vibe. Well, I don't think we need to go into that today. So I'm going to leave you guys now. I'm going to go take that dog for a walk. He desperately needs to walk while he keeps on barking his head off. And we will go, and I'll publish this when I get home. But I just thought it would be worthwhile doing a small video about Graham Frame. And if you have any information about Graham Frame that you want to send me, go to dehec.com. This is going to be a separate video. So if you go to dehec.com, this is my website. You click on the Contact Us button. Any dealings with Graham Frame would be great, because he is an old guy sitting in front of a computer, trying to scam people, and he thinks he seems to have a right to do it. So I have actually started setting up a bit of a thumbnail, but anyone that sits there wearing their wife beater singlet, claiming that they can scam you, I want to know about him and his activities. So there's a form that you can fill out anonymously, and we can get people like this off the streets. We've got to make a change. We can't carry on letting people like Graham come up with investment opportunities when he's not a financial advisor, sitting behind a computer screen, trying to scam people so he gets his commissions so he can live well on the pension, when other people are listening to his advice and obviously losing money. So we don't want that to happen. We're going to put a stop to it. And if you can help me, that would be awesome. Remember, if you want to support me, you can go to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen, but I have got a Buy Me a Cup of Coffee account here. You can click on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and we do have a membership area where you can join up and become a scam sniffer, digital sleuth, Ponzi slayer, or join as an Avenger for life. But really appreciate the support. Or you can go to the homepage of my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee account, and you can read my post. You can read about what we're trying to accomplish here. It's not just me on board. We have a large database of people who we've been investigating, over 400 people, and we're currently investigating over 120 scams that come out. And we just had another one released this morning called Yield, what's it called? Protocol Yield by Shavis Anwar, and we were both featured in Bloomberg TV. I'm trying to bust scammers like Shavis Anwar, and he's trying to make as much money as he can by stealing people's mum and dad's, what do they call it? They're bottom feeders who are trying to scam mum and dad investors who are trying to build their generational wealth for their kids. It just gets better and better. Billions of dollars have been scammed by people with crypto, using crypto. Not that crypto is bad, but they're using it to get the money off people, and they're coming up with these opportunities where people can invest money, stake money, do all sorts of wonderful things with it, and promising them that they're going to get this great yield back in their return, and it's just all bullshit, poos and wheeze. Don't listen to it. Don't give your crypto away. Keep your USDT on a platform like Binance or Crypto.com or whatever you want to do, but don't give it away to some scammer who sits behind a screen where you can't even find the real company or the real CEO behind it. It's just all bullshit. I'm Danny Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Hope you enjoyed my little mini video about Graham Frame. Any information about him, I would really value having it. And let's put a stop to him and his dirty, disgusting tactics. See you in the next video. Have a great day and stay safe out there.